And y'all know I do my Meditation Mondays. Sometimes it ain't on Monday, but it's still going to be about meditation. Okay. We got to rise to our higher selves. And, never mind, I'll just begin. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to talk about, and the reason that it made me want to talk about it was this doppelganger stuff that they claim is going on with Beyonce or what have you, okay? So they claim that they believe something's wrong with Beyonce. She's sick, you know, she's missing something, you know, she doesn't want to appear everywhere for whatever reason. And so now she has a doppelganger. But we have heard before that they clone people. So doppelganger or clone can be interchangeable in some instances, depending on who that doppelganger is. The theory behind a doppelganger is that there's really no individuality here on this realm, within this realm, on this plane, on this level, like we think. And so that's why everybody pretty much has a twin everywhere, or many twins around. Things kind of just transposed, okay? Theory behind it is also that it started off with Nelson Mandela, and now they have the Mandela effect to try to make you believe that you're going crazy when you see things differently, etc. But it all started with people noticing a lot about Nelson Mandela. The theory and thought process was that he literally died off in prison. When he was released, that was not truly him, which is why he got out of jail, divorced his wife, lived way differently than he had before. And that was to shun or push away anybody who knew the real Nelson Mandela, so that they could come through with this clone or doppelganger Nelson Mandela. Okay? And the theory behind it is, and you have to kind of listen to people like Orlando, is his last name Brown? The little kid, the kid actress, actor, not actress. The stuff they say about P. Diddy and Cassie, but there are other things that they say about P. Diddy and spirits and etc. Tapping into that stuff with Hollywood, etc. Okay? But anyways, long story short, which is hard to make it a short story, is that they'll move spirits between bodies, okay? And this is why if you go on Orlando Brown's page, he'll show you a picture of one celebrity, and then it'll be like 5 names underneath that person, okay? And so the argument is what they kind of tell you to do to be rich or to be a celebrity is the same thought process behind it. Like when you kind of sell your soul, it's not like you sell your soul to the devil. You sell your soul to the movement. You sell your soul to Hollywood. And when they have your soul, they're allowed to use it forever for whatever purposes they want. And you're basically essentially a slave. However, you do live well being a celebrity, but you live on. Okay? This is the argument behind it. And you can go research it. Don't ever take anything that comes out of my mouth. Okay? Thought process behind it is they just reincarnate these individuals, make them celebrities, etc. to make money off of them. Selling your soul doesn't necessarily mean you sell your soul to the devil, y'all. You can sell your soul to the cause, to the people, to the Illuminati. And that's what he talks about. The illuminated ones, okay? Which are not evil people, by the way, but they do the spirit jumping. And what it is it's just like Get Out. The movie Get Out, when Kanye West said the movie Get Out was about him, it's where they'll take your spirit and your soul and they'll transpose it through bodies. Okay? This is nothing but a meat packet. And, you know, you can stuff it with whatever. Okay? That's also the theory behind clones. Okay? So it made me think about, okay, so what do I want to talk about this week? People don't, you know, and we won't talk about doppelgangers today, but that's where the whole thought process comes from. It's very deep and it's very intricate. And people that are not ready for this type of stuff just need to scroll. Because I'll have the low vibrational stuff, you know. I do have the show, you know, Order in the Court. Those are things you can watch. But this is for the intellects, okay? The ones who are woke completely, for you to be able to grasp and understand this. Because the average individual is not going to catch a lot of what I'm saying, or it will not make sense to them. They will have heard it before, but will have cast it off as being crazy. And that's exactly what they want you to do. Because the theory is light code lockdown all day long. To keep you in your lower vibrational self, this physical body, and to stay on the physicality, which is your lower self. Okay? So, basically, it's 7 levels to us. Okay? We've already talked about Meditation Mondays, who we are. I kind of slid y'all into that, okay? I slid you through it because a lot of people get scared and they're like, what? But it makes sense, okay? This is for all races. Everybody is welcome. I am not a racist. I am not a classist. I am not a sexist. I am not a socioeconomic individual. You are who you are. The universe and God put you here in the way that you are, and you are perfect. But my people, who are the colored ones, which I will talk to y'all another day about why I use the term colored. Because we all need to start using that term, but I will talk about that another day. Please do not bash me for that until you hear my thought process about it, please. Because it upsets people, and I understand that. But y'all have to also understand that everything they tell you is a lie. And it's on your own heart and your own soul to seek truth. That which you can seek through your ancestors and through the things around you, which are living and breathing every day, including your ancestors. Just not on the plane that you're on. And they can bring you information. You can get information from history books if you just want to read. Okay? I digress, though. There are different levels to the self. And this is for my colored beings. We're not necessarily, our chemical and biological makeup is different. I will say this 1,000 times. That's why we are built like juggernauts. We are built a different way. We just are absolutely athletic. We just kind of supersede in some areas. Okay? And it's uncanny. And it's about ability and genealogical makeup. That's all it's about. That's why, black folks are dominating in athletics. It's because of our chemical makeup of our bodies. And not even so much of our bodies, guys, because I'm incorrect when I say that. It's our soul makeup, our molecular makeup. Listen to what I'm telling you. That molecular makeup and this body and the way that we're designed and the DNA all flows from our energy level. Everybody and everything is a ball of energy. It's different levels of energy, different types, different heights, different whatevers. But it's all energy. That's why science is so important. People that don't pay attention to science, you don't know anything. But people that are scientists, they know everything. It's hard to understand how they know everything, but they know everything about you, a scientist. And all of these levels are within the colored ones. We exude different types of energies that everybody does not exude. It behooves me when people say, when colored individuals say, oh, you're supposed to be a nice human, be a good human. We're all human beings. We're not all human beings. This is going to flip you. I don't think listen, y'all, I'm on the end and it is what it is. Never wanted to be here. Really don't want to know this shit. But this is my soul's path, so I'm just going to tell you. Okay? Shit throws me for a loop. But when you have dreams and you see stuff and you can transcend in certain ways, and then you live a certain way and you see things in society and it all makes sense, and people teach you and you learn and you go to the source and you see it yourself, it is what it is. Our genealogical makeup is different. That is just what it is. If you think that they enslaved us and that they keep us down every day and they're racist against us because of a skin color, you're fucking stupid. You're dumb. Because that ain't what it is at all. It's your genealogical makeup that they're after. And it's your genealogical makeup that they are enslaving every day. Has nothing to do with your physical body. It has everything to do with keeping you in the physical. So those who are colored, and I'm going to tell y'all, we're all the same. There's no such thing as an Indian. We're all the Indians. Asians, black, it's all the same. There are a few made up races that are designed to trick us. We'll talk about that later. We talked about that in the past. But essentially, we're all Anunnaki, Anunnaki, weird-ass terrestrial mixed beings. I'm just going to put that shit out there. Mixed race terrestrial beings are what we like to call blacks, Latinos, and Asians are. That's why we look different. That's why our skin color's different. It has nothing to do with this, melatonin crap or melanin or whatever the hell they tell you. I'm talking melatonin, but melanin, it's a lie. It has to do with carbon, and the carbon comes from energy, which you all talked about carbon in science. Okay, so you go talk to your scientists. Don't come to me with the shit. I'm telling you. You go verify it with them. It's a carbon that we carry in our skin because we're multidimensional beings and we're different. And that's why we look colored. And that's one of the reasons why I use the term color, but we will talk about that later. So, you have all this physical meat suit is the lower self. It's designed to trap you. This meat suit is what you use on this realm, in this earth, in this lifetime. That's why they say all the world is a stage, everyone plays their part, life is a game, boo-boo, do-do-do-do. This is a portion of our very long lives that we live in this meat suit. That's why I'm going to talk to you later about not fearing death, because there is no such thing. They have created it. Okay? Everything, energy is never made or created. It just changes form, bro. That's it. That's all it does. And so they created this word death. And you die, and they scare the hell out of you so that you're afraid to die and all this other shit. And they throw you off focus as to how many layers of the self you focus on your physical self because you're afraid to die. You don't even transcend to these other levels of the self. And you can go talk to the agents about that, because that's where Buddhism comes in. That's where the chakras come in. That's where meditation comes in. Although I'm speaking about that, but I'm going to tell you from a different way. Okay? Today. So you got the levels of the self, right? You've got the physical plane. That's the plane that we tend to be stuck in. Okay? That's the meat suit, the physical you, the third dimension. Okay? This is where the man wants to keep you. Believing in time and space, going to work all day, every day, slaving for your own house, owning your house, still paying taxes, so you never really own it. Getting a paycheck, eating bad because they give us all the horrible foods, right? Bad health, envy, jealousy, throwing all this stuff on us with money, okay? Money, all right? Celebrityism, okay? Gluttony, okay? Real world. All of that is the lower self. And people get stuck in that, man. All they give a shit is how much money they have, where they live. These motherfuckers will go broke and be house poor, trying to prove something to somebody else. You are the individuals that are kept down, and you are the one, that is what they want to do. Throw your ass off from knowing who you really are and what you're really here to do. Because you think what you're here to do is get the biggest house on the block. And then your ass is broke and you're working like a slave just to get it. Elon Musk and the tiny homes, he's trying to send a message to you. Elon Musk with the tiny homes is trying to send a message to us, but we don't listen. He can't tell us every damn thing. He can't tell us straight off. He's already risking his ass, telling us basically anything. But in the way that he is designing things, he's trying to take you there. Why in the hell does he want people to live in tiny homes? And why does he think it's cool? What did I just tell you about the physical plane? I want you all to, I challenge every last one of y'all. Go look at that Jeffrey guy, whatever the hell his name is, that started Meta, that's been on Capitol Hill getting blasted. All of these top individuals, most of them, Elon Musk, Jeff, if you go look at Jeff's house, it freaking, his kids, his daughter's room, looks like an average room in a middle class neighborhood. It does not look like a billionaire's home, let alone a millionaire's home. Her room is just normal. Because he doesn't want her to get caught up into the physical world. He transcends. He's so smart. That's why he created this social media for the internet. He's on another plane. Probably the astral plane, which we'll talk about in a second. He doesn't stay in the physical world. That's how you get caught up. All the gang banging, all the stealing, robbing, all that shit is of the physical world. And those people are so low. That's why we call them low level and don't even know why. But you get caught up in that because that's what people tell you. That's what NBA Youngboy was talking about when he was so crying and shook in that video, saying he hurt so many people. He did so much wrong because of his lyrics. What he's telling you to do. He's basically forcing you, talking you